All right, I'm going to show you guys how to make a quiz. There's a few different ways. The way I like to do it is to go to Tools and Manage Quizzes. Click on New Quiz. So this is if you want to build it into the platform, right? So that it automatically grades for you. So we've been talking a lot about formatives. So we'll just say this is my formative sample. You can associate it with a category. So if you want to make a formative category, or unit 1, 2, 3, whatever, or just no category is fine too. This is where we'll add edit questions, but I like to do that last. And I don't mess with anything else down here. I'll go to your restrictions. This is, you always want to make sure the status says active. This is what I usually forget, which is why I like to do it as one of the first things. If it says inactive, then students can't see it. But this is where you could set your due date, you know, if you wanted to, which all our quizzes have due dates, so of course we would. Our end date, right, end of the semester. Cool. And then I don't mess with anything down there. The timing, that's just like a recommendation that says, hey, this should take you or may take you, whatever. It doesn't matter. Under the assessment tab, you want to click allow attempt to be graded immediately upon completion. And then in order to get it to import to your gradebook, you have to associate it to a grade item. So if you already have a grade item in your gradebook, that was a hard word to come up with, then it's going to be right here, right? So like I probably need to associate that quiz. That's why that's showing. But if it's not there, you can add grade item. And then we'll just say formative sample due 8:30. I probably should have put that in the name of the quiz as well. Category, this is where you would put, okay, this formative is instructional practice, or it's instructional and achievement, or if it's for next semester, or you know, whatever. Instructional practice. Formatives need to be weighted the same as our other quizzes, I think. Mine are 10 points, so that's what it automatically pulls in, but that's the that if necessary. Make sure that the grade item is always visible so the kiddos can see it. And then you'll click save, and then you'll see that now this quiz is associated with this gradebook item. So once you click auto export, allow automatic export to grades, once the kiddo takes that quiz, it's going to automatically import to the gradebook for you. Boom, you're done. You don't have to worry about it. Scroll down attempts. This is where if we're going to, you know, do 2 attempts for formatives, that's where you would change it. Right, so it's associated with our gradebook. We've got our attempt set, or you know, if it's 1, then you would just leave it at 1 or change it back. And then I don't mess with anything in objectives or submission views. So now I go back to properties. Now that that's all set up, I would go ahead and add my questions. You've got lots of options. So you would just click new, and then you could choose. Question pool, I honestly haven't messed with that because I just came up with my own. I don't even know if we have one. But you could do, you know, lots of different options. So true or false, the world is round, right? I would put my answer there. And then for your points, you just want to make sure that they equal or total whatever it is you set your max points to. So like mine was set to 10 points. So let's just say I'm only going to have 5 questions. I want them 2 points apiece. So then I would go to save and new, or if you have similar questions, you could save and copy, save you time. But once you do save and new, you could do another true false question or use the drop down menu to choose something else. Where's multiple choice? First one, right? So this is my question. And then, you know, answer 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you just check whichever one is the correct answer. And then again, you can change the points. But let's say, you know, you forget to change the points and you're done, right? So you can go here and you can see your questions, right? You can add more if you want. I've never imported, so wouldn't mess with that. Let's see. So I would say if I'm done editing my questions, so let's just say I have 2 questions for this formative, because that covers the standard appropriately. I'm going to scroll down here so you can see your questions. You can see how many points they're worth, right? So one is worth 2, one is worth 1 for a total of 3. But remember, I just set it to 10 points, so it's got to equal 10. So you can click Edit Values. And then right here, if I just have 2 questions, then I can just change my values to 5 and 5 and hit Save. So back on my Properties tab, I can see that it equals 10 points, which is sweet. That's what I need. Save and close. Now that you've got your quiz in, normally it just pops up right at the bottom, right? Formative sample. There's a couple of different ways to implement it into your content. Naomi and I chose to create a formatives module over here on the left-hand side. So you can see all my kids modules. And then, we did it for USA test prep assignments. If you decide to do it for formatives, just click on add module and type in formatives, hit enter, and it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. You just created the quiz, so you click on existing activities and scroll down to quizzes. And you can scroll around or you can search, right? So that's the quiz I just created. If I want to stick it in the content, then now it's added. And so that's one way to do it if you want to create a formative module, or if it goes with a unit, like let's say it goes with unit 10, and I want them doing it after they do this lesson 10.01. Then you click over on the left-hand side, and then you just follow the exact same thing we just did. Existing activities, we just created a quiz. Scroll or search for it, click on it, topic saved successfully, and then there's that quiz for them. Now they can see it after this lesson, they're going to complete this quiz. So that's a quick 7-minute rundown of how to make a quiz and put it in your content. Let me know if y'all have any questions.